Well, my last two videos were flops. Can't imagine why that could be. So weird, right? But as a great woman once said, we can't quit because we're a flop. And that great woman is Audra McDonald. But that's a perfect lead-in to what is happening in this video today, because persistence is the reason I got these dolls. Now, I live in New York City. New York City is a literal barren wasteland if you're interested in dolls, especially new releases. Our Targets have a toy aisle that's like that big, but that didn't stop me from trying. I probably hit up Targets 6 times since people reported having seen the Scorchin Bratz in Targets. Not a Scorchin Bratz in sight, but I was able to get some other dolls that I was interested in that we'll be looking at the beginning of next week. But we're here to talk about the Scorchin Bratz today. So I'm continuing to look. Every time I'm near a Target, every time I'm out, I go into a Target to see if Scorchin Bratz are there. I don't know why these dolls like weaseled their way into my brain and like won't let it loose, but they're on my mind a lot. Of course, the next step is find somebody in a suburban place to look in their Targets because they have bigger toy aisles, more likely to have the Bratz there. So of course, first call I make is my mother. I say, hello, mother. Hello, can you please look in Target for the Scorchin Bratz? Sent her a photo. She went to Target when she was near one. They didn't have any Bratz Scorchin in that Target either. She said, I'll look again when I'm near another Target. And so in the meantime, I'm like, who else do I know that lives in the suburbs? And I have one friend. He lives literally just a hop, skip, and a jump away across the river in New Jersey. So I sent him a little text and I'm like, hey, do you go to Target ever? And he's like, why? And I'm like, because I need Bratz Scorchin. And he's like, well, what's that? And so I send him a photo and he's like, cool, yeah, I'll check Thursday or Friday. I'm expecting them not to have them there. I'm just expecting to have to wait and get them later when they get released online, because that's the only way I can get dolls. And so he sent me a text this morning with a photograph of the Bratz Scorchin dolls at his Target, and he's like, which ones you want? Of course, I had him pick up the two that I wanted. This got delivered to my theater, this very inconspicuous shiny pink bag with this Bratz art on it that says my name and the name of the show that I work on. And inside this bag, everybody, is Bratz Scorchin Jade and Bratz Scorchin Cloe. And I'm so happy to have these dolls in my hot little hands. I have not really taken a look at them yet because I was working when he dropped them off and I like didn't have time. So this is like literally my first look. I cannot see into the viewfinder because I am not wearing glasses, but I'm just so excited to have these dolls in my hands, and I'm not sure why. They're even better in person than they were on the internet. I'm not sure why they like burrowed into my brain and I like couldn't let go, but there's something so modern and fresh about these dolls, even though Bratz is like a very like placed in time doll in my mind. They're an early 2000s doll, that's what I think of when I think of Bratz, but they pulled these into the modern era. They gave them like insane faces. I'm obsessed with these faces, and of course these outfits are super fun, and at the budget price of $14.99. Are you kidding? Without any further ado, let's just get into them because I'm super excited. So I wasn't gonna get Jade. We'll start with her. I was gonna hold off, but then I saw this photograph of her makeup in the prototype, and I was like, oh my god, that looks incredible. I want to do that. So I got her so I could do that makeup on her. But I really like her because she comes with the shorts. I feel like she got like a little bit like of a different look than the other dolls, which I think is super fun. I kind of thought I was a Sasha girl, but I think I'm actually a Jade girl because like every time there's a Jade doll, I'm like, that's my favorite one. I mean, in this case, that's not true. She was my second favorite next to Chloe. And I really like the other two too, but you know, the doll collecting has to stop at some point somewhere, you know? And there were other Yasmins and Sashas in the world that I liked more than them. I didn't get them. I started cutting the box, but we should probably have a look at the box. It's a little slim triangular. That's not the right thing. It's not a triangle. What is this? Trapezoid. Didn't do well in that class in school, you guys. This cute little shaped box. Hers has a bright green background, which is the complementary color to red. So these colors make each other pop, which is Smart packaging design. Doesn't look like it's been done with AI like Mattel, but maybe it has. I mean, these cherries could be AI, couldn't they? Here's some art of Jade. She's on a motorcycle. We've got the Bratz in like an orange that fades to red. It says Scorchin and red. There's the cherries. There's some dice up here. I don't know. I think this packaging is super fun. And the back of the box here has this beautiful artwork of Miss Jade. And then it says, Jade, the Bratz are going full throttle with new looks that are all turbo, no brakes, and totally scorching. I did start watching the Bratz media since I got into the dolls. So now I understand the references. Okay, there's a lot of stickers in the box. We know what MGA's packaging is like. Just unpleasant to unbox. And so far, this isn't the worst MGA packaging I've had. It's those rainbow high dolls that send me to a place of infinite rage. And I broke the box, but that's fine. No worries. Okay, I had to release the little handle. And then the cardboard pops out and we can see her a little bit better here. That's cool. There's like an energy drink in the background, just in case you're not hyped enough. And we've got classic MGA gel in the hair. That's unfortunate. Okay, one single tea tie holding the glasses in. The shoes are like taped inside a plastic thing. Hands are held in with two little plastic things that you can pretty easily cut without destroying anything. And then, of course, there's 3 tea ties in the head, a huge truck outside. Oh, that's not a truck, that's a douchebag. Never mind. Horde of them. So there's the energy drink here in the back. It just says Bratz Scorchin. Passion for fashion at the top. Fun. And here is Jade. Of course, this is an MGA doll, so the hair is literally hard as a rock. For what reason? Nobody knows, because this is straight hair. And I think it actually would have looked better in the box if it had less of a gluey texture. But let's start looking at Jade from the top of the head. She has very gelled black hair with blue highlights in it. This was also a selling feature of this doll for me. I just thought that hair blend was so beautiful. I'm assuming this is nylon. It feels very soft. Very, very nice. It's just a straight haircut. It's got a blunt cut at the bottom. It looks a little jagged. That can be fixed, no problem, after she gets her hair washing. She has the hime bangs, which I love. That was definitely one of the selling features of these dolls for me. I love a hime bang. I just think it's so fresh and fun and modern. Of course, they're not looking their best because they're literally glued to her face, but that's fine. No worries if not. Here's a close-up on the face, and she's got some light brown eyebrows. They're in sort of like a straight shape with an upward tilt. Those are fun. I like them. And this is the makeup that I was talking about. The one on the prototype was so much darker and it had a beautiful fade out on it, and that's what I want to do to her. But she does have just a little bit of red in the corner of her eyes. It's very pretty as is, but I think it could be more dramatic. She's got just a little winged eyeliner, and this is one of the things that a lot of people were talking about these dolls. She didn't have any top eyelashes at all. The ones that do have very few, and I just think that makes for such like a unique look. I don't know. I love it. I think she looks so beautiful. She's got beautiful brown eyes, and there's lots of different colors in there. That's super fun. She's got black bottom lashes, and it looks like there's a little bit of brown makeup underneath the eye. She does have bright red lipstick, and hers does look a little bit messy. As you can see, it's just like gone a little bit outside the lines, and I'm gonna hopefully not destroy it. Carefully try to fix that with a little bit of acetone, but you know, I didn't get to choose these myself. Somebody was doing me a favor. It's a man. He doesn't understand how to pick a doll. But the lips are very interesting. That's one of the other features of this doll that I really like. They're a bright red color, but they've got a very dark outline. She has a little bit of teeth showing, but she's not smiling. And then she's got this like black detail that makes her lips look real puffy and full. I really like that. Coming on down to the outfit here, a major selling feature for these dolls, she has this red racing jacket on top. It literally says racing on this little tag here. On the sleeve, it says Bratz in silver. The other sleeve also says Bratz in silver. The top portion is black. It's got a high neck. There's a white stripe through the center, and then the bottom portion is red, and same with the sleeve. That on a $15 doll. I know it's all printed on detail, but I feel like it works with the design. It works for me. The back of the jacket says cool on it in silver in that same racing font. So fun. I love it so much. The standout for this doll for me was these shorts, because they're shorts and everybody else got a skirt. She's got a little belt here. Again, this doll was $15. The detail is amazing. It is attached to the shorts. It does not come off, but it still exists, and it has hardware on it. I mean, come on, where else are you seeing that sort of detail in a $15 doll? They're sort of like a wide leg short. There's a silver stripe and a white stripe, and they do have a little split in them, so you can see a lot of leg there. I love that. That looks so good to me. Look at her. She just looks absolutely stunning. These clothes do have Velcro closures. Let's see what kind. It's okay Velcro. It's not as nice as the Mattel Velcro, if I'm being honest. We will take a look at her body, but let's first talk about her boots here. First of all, they're black. Second of all, they've got a sort of fire design on them. I love that. It's in red. She also has a red lipstick heel that I believe is reused from the Kylie Jenner doll. The boots are a giant platform, very high heel. Here's the outfit pieces off the body. This one has black Velcro to match the jacket being mostly black. That's the inside of the jacket. All the stitching detail looks really nice. Her little shorts have a white piece of Velcro. And here's what she looks like with no clothes on. She is a classic 5 points of articulation. So she has head turn. She can exercise. Yay. Minimal head tilt, but it is there. She does not go down or back. Her arm articulation is a shoulder 180, pretty good 180. And then she can, of course, sit. That's her sit. That's it fully engaged. I didn't quite have it fully engaged a second ago. It's a 90-degree sit, and it's a pretty nice looking 90-degree sit, honestly. Does this one have click jointed knees? She sure does. That's nice. So we still get the click jointed knees. So, let's see. That's as far as it wants to go fully engaged. Oh, it kind of goes back too. She can get like legs like mine. When my muscles get tired because I have Ehlers-Danlos, my legs look like this. Oh, and I didn't mention, obviously, because you can see it, she has a little painted on tube top and a pair of painted on underwear, both of those things in red. All right, not gonna lie, it felt scary putting the clothes back on. Just like stretching the fabric it seems delicate. And in addition to that, getting the hands for these sleeves was also a little bit of a challenge. Just thought that you should know. Let's add her feet back on. This is part of the reason I didn't like Bratz as a kid, because I thought it was weird that their feet came off. But I also wasn't into plastic surgery face when I was a kid, and now I love it so much. So this face sort of does it for me. Let's see her with her sunnies, because I forgot about them because I got too excited about the doll. Really, really cute sunglasses. I love the shape of them, very unique. They've got a black bar at the center. They are silver and they've got a red lens, but you can kind of see through it. So you can see her eyes. I think that looks really cool. And that is the review of Miss Jade from the Bratz Scorchin line. Yay. Next up is Chloe, and her box is exactly the same, except for obviously it is blue. And here's the artwork on the back. And so we'll cut to Chloe out of the box. She was my favorite from the line. There's something about her makeup that I feel like makes her look so ethereal. I did put her glasses on the top of her head. We're gonna remove them in a moment. Hers are just a simple blue frame. They've got a dark lens in them. Let's remove them. We'll look at them on her face later, but let's start again with the hair. She has, as all of the girls in this line do, the same straight hime cut as Jade does. This one looks like this at the back. It's kind of sideways this time, but I can't really tell because there's too much gel in it. Her hime bangs are plastered to the sides of her head, and like the top of this looks like a rat's nest, but it's just because it's straight up glued down. It'll be pretty once it's done, because once again, this hair is very soft. Her face is so beautiful. Look at her. Her eyebrows are a little bit straighter than Jade's are, and they're also in a lighter shade to go with her blonde hair. She's got got an incredible makeup look. Again, this is one of the selling points of this doll for me. She has a light blue eyeshadow that blends up to the eyebrows, and then her eyelashes are this metallic silver. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I think that looks so beautiful. And then she's got a black winged liner. Her eyes are blue, but there's many different shades in there. Her shadow, this thing right here, sort of a purplish pink shade, another like unique feature. I feel like I've seen like some different colors used on these Bratz dolls, which I think is really fun. And then her lower lashes are also that metallic silver. It looks incredible. She does have little pink cheeks, and Jade did too. I just didn't point them out. And her mouth is just a very neutral shade. It is a closed mouth this time. She does have a lip liner that's slightly darker than her lips, but a very neutral lip look. Really, really pretty. Her little racing outfit here is also really super cute. They're all really cute. This one is black on top. It's got a little flap here with some hardware on it. So cute. There's a thin white line that carries all the way through the body and the sleeves. The bottom of the sleeves are blue, and then the cuff is black. That's fun. Hers says nothing. I feel like that's kind of a missed opportunity. I wish hers had some words on it, honestly, like Jade, but it's fine, no worries if not. She's got a cute little skirt here. The waistband also has hardware. There's a center panel in white and two side panels in black. Back looks as so. Her velcros are both black to go with the black on her outfit. She's got a little blue painted on tube top, and this crispy hair always in the way, and some blue painted on panties. And coming on down to her shoes, these are fun. They've got sort of racing stripes on them in white and black and white and blue and black. The bulk of the shoe is blue, I do suppose, but the design on those is super fun to me. They of course have lipstick heels, and I'm just noticing now that the color of lipstick on the heel matches the color on the mouth. That's a cute attention to detail. Love that. The boot is the same style with the thick platform and the very high heel. And let's see what she looks like in her sunnies. It's giving me a hard time because of the hair, because the hair is crispy, but that's what she looks like in the sunglasses. I don't like hers as much as I like Jade's, because I feel like you can see Jade's eyes and you can't really see her eyes, and her eyes are literally the shining star of her face. They're so beautiful. But that is the review on Jade and Cloe from the new Bratz Scorchin line that I hunted down with all of my might to get into my hot little hands today. So I hope you enjoyed seeing these dolls. In my opinion, these are amazing. The $14.99 price point here is getting you a lot for your money. You're getting incredible, modern, unique looking face screenings. Let me delete these glasses from her face for a moment. They look like Bratz, but they also look like Bratz in the modern era, and I love to see it. We're getting really cute, simple, detailed outfits, which I think if you're going to do a simple look, this is the way to do it. They made it out of a fabric that looks cool. Yes, it is a little bit hard to dress, so keep that in mind. But even though everything's printed on, it looks so rich and it looks so good when you're like just like glancing past them. The bright colors are fun. They're beautiful. The shoes are, of course, amazing. Bratz shoes are always fun. And that little attention to detail with the lipstick color matching the lips, honey, amazing. These did not disappoint me, and I was highly anticipating them, and I'm just really grateful to have them and be able to add them to my collection. I really have to hang some shelves so the Bratz can have a proper shelf. They're kind of like plopped over there, and I'm gonna stick them over there, but they need their hair washed and everything too. Just look at the back, look at that, look at that. Don't you think if there was no gel in that, it would look just better? I don't know. I'm literally so impressed with them. Can't get enough. Well, I have had enough. This is enough. And I'm just really looking forward to more Bratz releases in the future, honestly, because if they keep going down this road, they've got a fan in me for life. And so I hope you enjoyed checking out Bratz Scorchin line with me today, and I hope that you have a wonderful time. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. Goodbye.